Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. We have an exciting week here this week with Easter or Ostara or Ostara coming up here on Sunday. We also have Aries season beginning on that same day. We also have Mars entering Leo. So let's jump right on in to your weekly divinely guided rune reading.
Greetings, Sagittarius. Welcome to your divinely guided rune reading of the week of the 17th through the 23rd. I've already meditated on your runes, shuffled them, and cleared the energetic space here for you. And then we're going to get a message of clarity from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck here at the very end of the reading. So stay tuned to the very end here, Sagittarius. Let's get that rune for your energetic past here. Looks like we have, this is Odin's rune. This is like that patch covering Odin's eye. This is something that's deliberately hidden from you or something that you already know. Now, this is something of a good position for this rune because it's in that energetic past, right? We're supposed to be kind of more in the now energies anyway, but I will pull a message of clarity from another set of runes here at the very end for your energetic passive Odin's rune here to see what that clarity could offer of what the energetic past here is. So let's get into the energetic now, the current energies. You're in the rune of faith. This is Algiz. Algiz is the elk. It's the divine defense, self-defense, that divine protection and connection. This is a very grounded energy. And the antlers of the elk are that your built-in defense, your built-in divine connection. You are really moving forward in very grounded, very like almost intuitively but innately like nature, almost like guided steps. Like you have your mission and you're moving forward in that divine faith, in your divine defense, knowing you are protected, knowing that you are secure. All right, now let's go into that energetic near future is in Nalvis. Now Nalvis sounds a lot like now this. So we're going down the path, and now this log is blocking our path. Before we can continue forward, we have to fully address the needs, constraints, limitations of whatever's blocking the path. As you move forward in faith, you are able to address and transmute that log going across your path in divinely guided ways. Now, what are your needs, constraints, and limitations here for you, Sagittarius? So this is sometimes a hard thing for us to put our fingers on. This is more calling you to balance what are your needs versus your wants. What are limitations? What are actual limitations versus perceived limitations? Things of that nature. Let's go into your influences of the energetic now. This is a metamorphosis period for you, and you're seeking that clarity. This is the rune Dagaz. Dagaz literally means day. This is the rune of temperance for the tarot card. This is a lot of that like chrysalis turning into a butterfly or the hourglass standing on its side, where it's that pause, the moment outside of time where you're the ultimate observer, like a third person, observing yourself, observing the situations with that sort of clarity, where you're a little on the selfless side, detached side, maybe a little bit, but in a healthy ways, so you can have that clarity and change those aspects of self for you to adapt and transmute the energies. So when this is considering that this is a metamorphosis and a rune of transmutation coming from the rune of Nalvis, this is, like I said, transmuting that rune into whatever you want. So might as well transmute it into clarity. As you're looking at your perceived limitations, things like that, your needs versus your wants, you get more of that clarity, more of how to transmute that. Because you have that faith, you now can lock in and have that clarity of what you are becoming, who you're helping, and all of those wonderful energies. So let's look at the very now sort of advice for you. Sagittarius, you're called to go on a pilgrimage. This is a trusted energetic source that has proven itself to you throughout various instances of your life. So this is the rune Ewas. This is more, man's best friend was the horse back in the day. So this is an animal that could be trained for combat and knew how to feed and water itself, always knew its way back home, very intelligent, right? So that's like indicative of that energetic source that's proven itself to you. This could be a spouse, this could be a coworker, this could be yourself. This is calling you to go maybe on that pilgrimage to a spiritually energetic place where you can feel connected and healed with spirit as well. Take what resonates, please, and leave what doesn't. But this is like an intuitive hit to continue on to your spiritually energizing sort of energies. So when I'm not necessarily saying like recharge yourself with that pilgrimage energy, but more or less let's reestablish that connection and reaffirm your faith in doing so, right? Transmuting those energies takes a lot of work, and taking time to be thankful for yourself or having that energetic other influence along with you with that pilgrimage energy. It could be divine source, it could be yourself, like I said, it could be a coworker, it could be a significant other, family member, friend. Take what resonates, right? But this is really calling you to just kind of lean on that friend a little bit when you are having a little bit of a time with that difficult transmutation. Becoming something else or somebody else is no easy feat for anybody. So please be careful and patient with yourself as well too, because your energetic other source that's proven itself to you throughout your life is patient with you. So why aren't you? Right? So let's get a rune for your best likely outcome is Uruz. Uruz is the ox. This is that forward momentum, natural vitality, kind of healing, grounding energy. Maybe this is calling you to even be out in nature, do some earthing, grounding kind of work. Maybe just looking at your diet and adapting new ways of ensuring your health and vitality in the future here. Now, the ox is a slow-moving energy at first, but then it gains that downward hill, almost momentum, right? And it's gaining up that speed and very grounded still in doing so. And with this energy, this is like a rune of abundance, but this is more for your natural vitality and healing work as well. So with this pilgrimage, you could be becoming more healthy in not just your physical well-being, but your emotional, mental, spiritual well-being as well. Beautiful reading here for you so far, Sagittarius. Let's get a rune of clarity for that energetic past. Yeah, Anzus. Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. This is the antenna rune. This is the rune about communication, divine downloads, prophetic dream work, your connection with divine source. So you've been really outsourcing a lot of information, really just been really uncertain recently, Sagittarius, but now you have received all the communication that you need to move forward in your faith. Something finally clicked within you for you to be able to address these needs, constraints, limitations, whatever it is that you need to do to move on and transform your life with this beautiful pilgrimage energy. I think this might be a new relationship for you, Sagittarius. A lot of new relationship kind of energies here this week. So beautiful stuff. All right. And your beautiful abundance in that forward moving momentum here for you as you continue on with that journey, Sagittarius. So let's get a card of clarity from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Spirit, straight from Source, directly to your spirit, directly to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity does Sagittarius need to hear for this week? That's a few too many cards. Let's go with one card, please. Divine Source, please show us clearly what message of clarity do we have for Sagittarius, or do you have for Sagittarius, rather, for this week of the 17th through the 23rd during Easter, Ostara, right? Leo, Mars and Leo, that's some good energy too. Abundance, look at that. This is kind of a rune of abundance in itself too. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire into this physical reality, is what this card says. Yeah, and you are doing that. You are manifesting this. You're manifesting, I think this is like a new version of you, a new matured version of you. You've really learned a lot in the recent past here, and you're really applying that now. And, it might be about time, kind of kicking yourself in the butt, but addressing it with a little humor and humbleness and humility along the way here, Sagittarius. So let's read more about this abundance card. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality, is a reminder of what that card says. Continuing on, it says, always remember that you are God, and God is all about creation. God says yes. The ego says no. In order to have abundance in all areas of your life, you must create the space of receiving and know that you are deserving of anything your heart desires. The more you can release limited thinking and worry, the more open you are to receiving the infinite flow of the universe. Allow yourself to have fun when manifesting what you want in your life and enjoy the process. By embracing a positive mindset, you are opening the door to unexpected abundance. It is natural to have abundance in your life, and you must realize that any thoughts of limitedness have come from either a past life or a condition you have chosen to overcome in this life. They could also originate from programming that you received from your environment you grew up in and the value systems you were taught when you were young. Now is the time to begin to live with the realization that you are worthy of having abundance in every aspect of your life. When you are in the vibration of receiving, Sagittarius, you can manifest whatever you desire in this physical reality. Beautiful reading here for you. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant day.